We all want it. That feeling that lets us walk into a room and feel comfortable in our own skin, no matter who's watching. The sense that we can handle whatever life throws our way, and that our voice matters. Confidence is something we all crave, whether we admit it or not. That unshakable belief in ourselves. It's what helps us stand tall, even when we're nervous or unsure. Confidence isn't about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about trusting ourselves to keep going, to learn and to grow, no matter what happens. It's called confidence, and it's the secret sauce to a life lived on your terms. When you have it, you're more likely to take risks, to speak up, and to chase after the things that truly matter to you. Confidence opens doors, both in your mind and in the world around you. Confidence gives you the courage to try new things. It's what pushes you to step outside your comfort zone, to take that leap even when you're scared. Whether it's starting a new job, learning a new skill, or simply speaking up in a meeting, confidence is the fuel that gets you moving forward. It helps you silence that inner critic. You know, that little voice in your head that says you're not good enough, or that you'll never succeed. Confidence doesn't mean you never hear that voice. It means you learn how to turn down the volume, to focus on your strengths instead of your doubts. It empowers you to go after your dreams. When you believe in yourself, you start setting bigger goals and actually taking steps to achieve them. You become your own biggest supporter, cheering yourself on as you move closer to the life you want. But for many, confidence feels elusive. It can seem like something other people are born with, while you're left on the outside looking in. Maybe you've tried to fake it, or maybe you've convinced yourself that you just don't have what it takes. It's like a radio station we can't seem to tune in. No matter how hard we try, the signal just isn't clear. We want to feel confident, but it always seems just out of reach, like a song you can almost hear but can't quite make out the words. We know it's out there, but static fills the airwaves. Doubts, fears, and past failures create noise that drowns out our inner strength. It's easy to get stuck in a loop of self-doubt, replaying old mistakes and worrying about what others think. The good news? Building confidence is totally possible. It's not something you're born with or without. It's a skill you can develop step by step, day by day. With the right mindset and a little practice, anyone can learn to feel more confident. It's about understanding what holds you back and taking action to break free. It's about challenging your negative thoughts, celebrating your progress, and surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. Every small victory builds your confidence, brick by brick. Let's start unlocking your true potential. Are you ready? Because the journey to confidence begins with a single step, and that step starts right now, with you. The first step to building confidence is recognizing what's holding you back. Before you can move forward, you need to pause and take a closer look at the thoughts and feelings that shape your daily life. Sometimes, these thoughts are so ingrained that you barely notice them. They become the background noise of your mind, quietly influencing every decision you make. But if you want to grow, you have to bring these hidden beliefs into the light. Often, the biggest obstacle is ourselves. We tend to underestimate the power of our own minds. The stories we tell ourselves, the doubts we repeat, and the fears we nurture can quietly build walls around us, making it difficult to see our true potential. It's not always the world outside that holds us back. It's the world inside. We have these voices in our heads, whispering doubts and fears. These are limiting beliefs. They might sound like a quiet whisper or a loud shout, but their message is always the same. You can't, you shouldn't, you're not enough. These beliefs often start early in life, shaped by experiences, comments from others, or even a single moment of failure that left a mark. Limiting beliefs are negative thoughts you believe to be true about yourself and the world. They act like invisible barriers, quietly shaping your actions and reactions. You might not even realize how much they influence your choices, from the jobs you apply for, to the relationships you pursue, or the risks you avoid. They sound like this: I'm not good enough, I'll fail, or I don't deserve success. Sometimes they show up as a fear of rejection, a belief that you're not smart enough, or the idea that you're destined to repeat past mistakes. These thoughts can be so convincing that you accept them as facts, even when they're just opinions or old stories. Or maybe you think, people will judge me, or I'll embarrass myself if I try. These beliefs can make you shrink away from opportunities, avoid new experiences, or stay silent when you have something valuable to say. They can make even the simplest tasks feel overwhelming. Sound familiar? We all have them. No one is immune to self-doubt or fear. Even the most confident people have moments when they question themselves. The difference is, They've learned to recognize these beliefs for what they are, just thoughts, not truths. These beliefs become self-fulfilling prophecies. When you believe you can't do something, you're less likely to try, and if you don't try, you never give yourself the chance to succeed. Over time, this cycle reinforces itself, making it harder and harder to break free. They keep you stuck in a cycle of fear and inaction. You might find yourself hesitating at the edge of new opportunities, always waiting for the perfect moment or more confidence before you take a leap. But that moment rarely comes on its own. They prevent you from taking risks and going after what you truly desire. You might watch others chase their dreams and wonder why you can't do the same. The truth is, the only thing standing in your way is the belief that you can't. It's time to challenge these beliefs and rewrite your story. By identifying and questioning your limiting beliefs, you open the door to new possibilities. Remember, you have the power to change the narrative and step into a more confident, empowered version of yourself. To overcome limiting beliefs, you must first identify them. Pay attention to your thoughts. What negative things do you tell yourself? Write them down. Seeing them on paper makes them feel less powerful. Next, challenge these beliefs. Ask yourself, is this really true, or is it just something I've always believed? Often, our limiting beliefs stem from past experiences or what others have told us. For example, let's say your limiting belief is I'm not good enough. Where did this belief come from? Perhaps you were told you weren't smart enough as a child. Remember, just because someone said it doesn't make it true. Here's a secret. Most people think you need to feel confident before you can act confident, but that's not actually true. The reality is, you don't have to wait for a magical surge of self-assurance to take action. In fact, some of the most successful and self-assured people you know probably started out feeling just as nervous or uncertain as you do right now. The difference? They chose to act anyway, even when their hands were shaking or their hearts were pounding. In fact, action often comes before the feeling of confidence. When you take that first step, no matter how small, you send a powerful message to your brain. I can do this. Over time, these small actions add up, and your confidence grows with every new experience. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever noticed how much more confident you feel after accomplishing something that once seemed intimidating or out of reach? Maybe it was finishing a big project at work, passing a difficult exam, or even just having a tough conversation you'd been putting off. That sense of pride and self-belief didn't come before you acted. It came as a result of your action. This is because action is the foundation of confidence. Every time you push yourself to try, to show up, or to keep going, you're building a track record of courage. Each small victory, no matter how minor it seems, is proof that you are capable of more than you think. So, what's the first step? Start small. You don't have to make a grand gesture or take a huge risk right away. Begin with something manageable, something that feels just a little bit outside your comfort zone. Write down a list of things you want to try, and pick one to start with today. Pick one thing you're afraid of, and do it. Even if your voice shakes or your palms sweat. Maybe it's sending that email you've been avoiding, or taking the first step toward a new opportunity. The important thing is to move forward, even if it's just a tiny step. It could be speaking up in a meeting, joining a new club, or volunteering for a project at work. Maybe it's introducing yourself to someone new or sharing your ideas in a group. Each time you do something that scares you, you're proving to yourself that you can handle discomfort and uncertainty. Or it could be as simple as saying hello to a stranger, making small talk with someone in line, or offering a compliment. These little moments of bravery add up, and soon, things that once felt impossible start to feel natural. The more you act despite your fear, the more confident you become. Every time you face a fear, you chip away at the power it holds over you. Over time, you'll notice that situations that once made you anxious now feel manageable, and your comfort zone has expanded. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to move forward even when you're scared. It's about acknowledging your nerves but not letting them stop you from living the life you want. It's taking action even when you're afraid and realizing that fear is just a feeling. It doesn't have to dictate your choices. Each time you step outside your comfort zone, you're teaching yourself that you are stronger than your doubts. And the more you act, the quieter those negative voices become. With every step, you're building a new narrative. One where you are capable, resilient, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. Confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you create, one action at a time. Mistakes happen. Failure is a part of life. But what separates those who succeed from those who don't is how they view setbacks. Instead of letting failure define you, embrace a growth mindset. A growth mindset sees challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. It reframes failure as feedback. It says, I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. When you encounter a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? Embrace the learning process. Remember, every successful person has failed at some point. It's how they bounced back that made all the difference. Building confidence is a journey, not a destination. Don't expect to become a completely different person overnight. Focus on making small, consistent progress. Celebrate each win, no matter how small. Did you finally speak up in that meeting? High five. Did you try that new recipe? Awesome. Did you go for a walk even though you didn't feel like it? You rock. These small wins create a snowball effect. Each accomplishment, no matter how small, boosts your confidence and motivates you to keep going. Remember, consistency is key. Show up for yourself every day, even when you don't feel like it. Visualization and affirmations are powerful tools, but they're not magic. They work best when paired with action. Visualization helps you see yourself achieving your goals, which can increase your motivation and belief in yourself. Affirmations are positive statements you repeat to yourself to challenge negative thoughts and reprogram your subconscious mind. But simply repeating affirmations without taking action is like trying to drive a car without putting gas in the tank. So, visualize your success, affirm your abilities, and then take action. Use these tools to fuel your efforts, not as a substitute for them. Remember, your thoughts become your reality. Choose them wisely. Fear is a natural human emotion, but it doesn't have to control you. Instead of letting fear hold you back, choose curiosity. When you feel afraid, ask yourself, what if I could? What if it goes right? This simple shift in perspective can make a world of difference. It transforms fear into excitement. It opens you up to new possibilities. Embrace the unknown. Step outside your comfort zone. Remember, growth and learning happen when you challenge yourself. So, get curious, take a chance, and see what you're truly capable of. You are capable of amazing things, but you'll never know your true potential unless you believe in yourself and take action. Start today. Challenge your limiting beliefs. Take small steps outside your comfort zone. Celebrate your wins. Remember, building confidence is a journey. There will be setbacks along the way, but don't give up. Keep learning, keep growing, and never stop believing in yourself. The world is waiting for you to shine. Now go out there and make it happen.